Hello everybody, TJ here again, and I'm actually at a commercial gym. I've just finished up my session, but you're watching this before I show you what I did in that session. I won't mention the commercial gym's name because if one of the 5 people that actually watch these videos works at this commercial gym, I'd actually slayed it quite a bit. But it has its uses. Example for today is I'm going to do some powers and some pulls, and that is perfect for doing in here. And if I wanted to do some accessory work, which I didn't really have time for in the end, I could also get that done here quite easily. And it's also good to go when the CrossFit gym that I train at has classes on and stuff, and I don't want to disturb them because I don't want to get in their way, and I don't want them to get in my way. So anyway, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, whilst I roll the clip of my power session, is, are you actually training power? A lot of guys tend to think that they're training for power by doing jumps and by doing throws and sprints and all these sorts of things, but you've got to really realize what power is and exactly how to train it before you think that you are training it. So I'll talk to you guys in the clip about to play now. Alright, so onto the training video. What I had scheduled was sets of 2 on power cleans, working up to I think 100 kilos, and then I also had sets of power jerks where it was 2 power jerks plus a proper jerk, a split jerk with my right foot going forward for me. That was scheduled to do after, but I thought I haven't got the time for that. I want to get through this workout as quick as I can. So what I tried to do is do it as a complex. I tried to do 2 power cleans, then 2 power jerks, then a full jerk. Now, as I said before, we have to be really careful when training power. We need to make sure that we know exactly how to train it. So always with every single one of my guys that I would train with, we would make sure that we train power, so box jumps, any sort of jumps, even sprints as well, if we're doing sprint starts, all things like that. That's all powerful movement. So we would train them right at the beginning of the session because we want to be as fresh as we can. So we want to utilize as much of the muscle as we can. When you're doing isolation stuff, rep stuff, you're not really taxing the body anywhere near as much as you would do on power and high-end strength stuff. So that's why the power and high-end strength stuff goes first. Now the mistake I've made here is that in this one set I'm actually really fatiguing myself. So the 2 power cleans actually drain me quite a lot, significantly, that I realised that my power jerks and split jerk are nowhere near as explosive as what I'd like them to be. See how you see me slowly throwing it up, arms a little bit bent, trying to lock it out with the elbows. I should be throwing that up and my elbow should be instantly locked down. It should be a cinch. But because I'm already quite tired from the power cleans themselves, then I am not in a position to do that. If I was training a full movement, or if I was looking to try and build up my jerk specifically because I am not very good at locking them out after a clean, that would be a consideration for another time. But when I'm specifically working on power, then I need to separate these jerks and these cleans. So that's what I've done here. I've made my power cleans separate from my jerks. So I figured out that's the reason why my jerks weren't working out so well. So I just finished off my sets of power cleans on their own. And I decided to film it at a few different angles, so you guys thought, oh, this guy's serious about his YouTube stuff, because I am. I'm trying to put a bit of work into this channel. It takes a lot of work to set up a camera in a public gym, as you'll start to see more and more from some of the content I'm trying to put out there. But as you can see here from these power jerks, they are much crisper. I can throw the weight over my head a little bit easier, even though it's with not a non-weightlifting bar. I have the power much easier. Cue that music that Feel the Power Taylor used to come out to. Anyway, now we're done with all of those noise. We're on to clean pulls, and I'll start again a little bit lighter so I can get it up to 138, I believe I got onto on this day. Sets of 2. It's not as difficult as my face makes it seem. The key is to make sure that I try and get that drive from, oh, here's a set of 3. It's key to make sure that I get the drive coming from the hips and not from the arms. So here you can see I pull on it a little bit too high because I've got quite short arms. I should be able to get it almost right into my hips before I extend. I'm sort of coming at it a little bit too early. I'm getting a bit too excited, and before I'm right in a position to pull it as high as I possibly can, I release that trigger a second too early, and we've all been there. I guess it's just important to realise when you do. Now we're on to accessory stuff, so I've got a bit of ab work coming up. The good thing about using a public gym is obviously you get all these quite cool machines and different things that I can use for accessory work. The bad thing is, look at this trainer literally talking to me as I'm in the middle of doing my set. Piss off, mate. What are you doing? What are you even thinking? I'm going to join you as a client? Didn't get what he was doing. Anyway, probably I was just a bit annoyed at how not very good I am at L-sits and leg raises. Also moving on to plank holds, which I also suck at. I haven't done as much ab work recently since I've been squatting heavy again, which actually is annoying because the ab work is the stuff that got my squat quite heavy. That building up my trunk and building up my core has really significantly helped in my squat and helped me be able to push out more weight on that squat and be able to grow my legs significantly. As you can see, as the set goes on, I suppose I get slightly better. Then we've got the tummy tucks from here, so it's almost like you're yeah, it looks like you know what you're doing. Then we're on to the last one, which is a funky machine. I just figured I'd give it a whiz. Back in the day, I'd always just criticize machines like this, but I figured I'd give it a try just to help rotational core work. Usually we would do a lot of single arm farmers carries for anti-rotation, but to get rotation in a different way, why the hell not, just for one set, and just to include this lad who's yawning next to me. What a good work from him. Hey, look at him, he must be so tired in this gym. Anyway, that's my last set of that stuff. But going back to the important lesson probably from today's video is to make sure that when you're doing power work, you are really fresh every single set, so you take enough rest in between sets. The sets don't last too long that you get really tired during them, and that you should be definitely doing them at the start of a session. So many guys get these 3 key things wrong when it comes to power work, and you'll see as my videos keep progressing, I am a big fan of doing lots of power work. I find the real benefits from it to transfer, even if you're a strength athlete or if you're any sort of athlete or even just looking to look good. Power work is definitely done, but you have to make sure you do it in the right way. So if you guys found this video at all helpful, give it a like, it does help me quite a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.